Hello and welcome to the Black Hat Bushcraft channel. Today let's take a close look at the Clipper lighter. And today I'll show you the features and functions and explain why I feel like this may be the best lighter for the woodsman. Stick with me and let's take a closer look. First of all, Clipper lighters come in a lot of different colors, and as you can see with these, several of them are very bright colors, which are great choices for the woodsman. I really like this orange. Of course, this yellow also contrasts. Even the blue or the white contrast well with the natural environment should you drop it on the forest floor. But of all of these, the one that I think I like the best is this one that you can see through, because you always know exactly where you stand with your fluid. I think that that's a really good option with that. But outside of that, the one that I've carried the most over the last couple of weeks has been this orange one. Several of those would be great options to carry in the woods. Regardless of your experience level as a woodsman, I think it's always a wise decision to carry with you instant fire. Whether that means you're carrying storm-proof matches in a waterproof container or some type of a lighter, whether it be a disposable lighter like a Bic or some other brand. Maybe you carry a refillable butane lighter or even a Zippo. They're all good options. It just comes back to your personal preference. For me, I've carried every one of those at some point, and I tend to always come back to the disposable Bic lighter just because it's widely available, it's very cost effective, and these things really last for a long while for me. Overall, I've had great experience with this type of lighter. I recently shot a video where I gave out some tips and tricks of things that you can use with your Bic lighter, and I had a subscriber that commented to me that they much prefer the Clipper style lighter over the Bic. I wasn't really familiar with the Clipper lighter, so I got on the internet, started doing a little research, and I ended up ordering some Clipper lighters. And for the last couple of weeks, I've carried this thing with me every day, and I actually carried it through a survival training class this past weekend. And I gotta say, I'm really impressed with it because it has a few key features that the Bic lighter doesn't that I think just may make it be the perfect lighter to carry in the woods. So I wanted to show you this lighter today and go through the key features that I think might make it a step above just a standard Bic. So stick with me and let's take a look at those one by one. Just before I got started showing you the actual features of the lighter, I thought I'd give you a size comparison side by side with a standard Bic lighter. You can see that the Clipper is a little bit smaller overall, and where the Bic is more of an oval shape, you can see that the Clipper is more of a rounded shape lighter. Let's talk about the first key feature that gives this Clipper the advantage over the standard Bic. Let's say that we're going to go on an outing. Maybe it's an overnight camping trip or several days, even a week. Let's say that I carried this Bic with me for the last several months and I've used it a lot in the course of that time. So do I just go out carrying this Bic lighter not knowing how much fluid I have in it? Or do I have to go to the store and buy a brand new lighter so that I can be confident that I have that resource at 100% should I need it? That's the advantage that the Clipper has, because this lighter, while it's a disposable lighter, it's refillable. So you can use a standard refill butane container, plug it right in here to the bottom. There's a port right here in the bottom, and fill this lighter back up to 100%. You don't have to go out and buy a brand new one. You can take the one you have and fill it back up. I really like that option. Instead of walking around with that half-full lighter, you can always keep it full as much as you want to refill it. It may not be easy to see, but right here is that refill port that you can use a standard butane refill container to fill this lighter up with. The other feature that I think really sets this Clipper lighter apart from other disposable type lighters is the fact that the entire striker wheel and flint assembly is removable from the lighter. Now, this part is interchangeable with any other Clipper lighter. So if you had one lighter that was out of fluid and another lighter that was out of flint, you could take this piece out of the one and put it into the other. I really like this feature for the fact that if my lighter should be submerged in water and get soaked, this makes it so much easier and faster to dry it out. You can also get right down, get your finger down to that port where the fluid comes out for flame, and that makes it easier to dry that out as well. And I'll demonstrate that for you in just a minute. It's also very easy here to unscrew this piece, and hopefully these small features will show up on the camera. But you unscrew this piece right here, and now I can remove the spring and the flint. And this is just a standard cigarette lighter flint, like a Zippo type flint that you might buy. Sure, it's hard to see that. But that is replaceable as well. So should my flint give out, in the case that I'm refilling this lighter, over time the flint eventually will wear out. This allows me to replace that. And I'm told that you can put 2 flints in this tube at one time so that you automatically have a refill and that the spring will still function properly with that. I haven't tested that because I don't have replacement flints at this time, but it's something I will test. Alright, so I'm going to dump that clipper right into the cup of water. It's currently on my phone, 3:16. I'll leave it in for a few minutes and then rescue it and see how long it takes to get flame again. It's now 3:20 on my phone, so the lighter's been under for about 4 minutes or so. You can see it's still fully submerged here. Alright, this is a very simple process. All I'm going to do, first of all, lighter's not functioning. Just going to remove this housing. I can rub it off on my shirt. Shake the lighter out. Blow into it a little bit. Housing's pretty much dry. Just using breath to blow it off. Dry it off of my pants. Starting to get minimal sparks there. Alright, just to show that. I can hear the fluid. Insert this back in. And there's the flame. For rescuing a lighter, I say the clipper definitely has the advantage. The other aspect to this feature that I really like is, let's say that the lighter was completely depleted of fuel. Now I remove the flint striker housing out and this becomes an improvised fire starting tool. There's actually a device very similar to this that's marketed for this purpose. Let's say you had a cotton ball with Vaseline, maybe some dryer lint or some real fine material like this. This right here will ignite that and still give you a flame in the case that the lighter itself can't do it. I'll demonstrate that feature for you as well. This is just a dead branch off a tulip poplar tree. And by scraping it with the spine of my knife, I'm creating these ultra fine fibers here, which hopefully will accept a spark and create flame pretty easily. Alright, I've got my clipper lighter here. Let's assume that it's completely out of fluid. So what I'm going to do is remove the flint housing here. And I've got this small little pile of fine fibers of tulip poplar inner bark that I processed with the spine of my knife. And I'm going to see if this flint housing will throw enough sparks to ignite that material. I don't particularly expect it to be easy. Just hope, oh, it was easier than I expected. With that, I achieve open flame with no fluid from my lighter, only using this part of the lighter. And now I could quickly add material to that once I have that open flame to extend it and create a fire. So as you can see, this clipper lighter really does have some unique features in comparison to other disposable lighters on the market. The fact that you can refuel this lighter to 100% capacity on every outing, I think is very valuable. Also, the ability to replace or carry an extra flint on board, I think are great options as well. It's especially important to the woodsman that you can open this lighter up like this and dry it out very quickly and get it functioning once again, even if submerged for several minutes. And in my mind, it's extremely valuable that you can take this striker wheel housing out and use it as an improvised ignition source, even with natural materials in the woods. For all of those reasons, I believe that this clipper lighter will become my lighter of choice to carry in my emergency kit. Of course, I'll continue to test it over time for durability and things like that, but overall, just because of the features, I think that this might become my everyday carry lighter. As far as cost effectiveness goes, these are very comparable, if not cheaper, than big lighters. You can go on Amazon and order them in multi-packs, And if you order a larger amount of them, you can actually get them for less than $1. The pack that I ordered put these at about $1.20 a piece, and well worth it in my opinion. The nice thing about a video like this is I'm not selling clipper lighters and I have nothing to gain by promoting it. It's just an interesting product that someone shared with me, and so I figured I'd pass that on, because for the reasons that I've shown you in this video, I feel like this lighter stands out as a great option for the woodsman, bushcrafter, or just for the average person that wants to carry instant flame with them. For all of these reasons, I think that this lighter might be a great choice, and I figured I'd share that with you guys. I appreciate your time and interest. I hope you found this to be interesting and informative. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you will. Hope you'll give the video a thumbs up, and I hope, most importantly, that you'll come back often, as I hope to be talking to you with another video again very soon. And until that one, take care and God bless.